Hello and welcome to practice. Today we'll be focused around connection, both the connection that we can find within ourselves and the connection that helps to tie us with the globe around. To begin, start in a comfortable seated position, and then we'll work into a Mani Ratna Mudra. So take the tips of your thumbs and connect them to the tips of your index fingers, and then connect the thumbs to each other, right hand to left hand. And then separate the other 3 fingers on each hand and place your mudra right at the center of your heart. Pause and allow your breath to enter in and exhale out, allowing the eyes to close to be more connected with you. And this Mani Ratna Mudra is for global healing, essentially. And it's for the healing of the whole person. So when we think of connection and finding that connection within, it's to make ourselves whole and complete and feeling grounded and centered with ourselves. So that when we venture out into the world or add our energy out to the globe, that it's assisting in that health and vitality of everyone else around us. So feeling your breath right at your heart space, but also feel your light start to shine out to the space and the world around. And take a full and really deep breath in and a full breath out. Let's find 2 more deep breath in and a full breath out. 1 more inhale and let it all go. And you can start to release your mudra, wiggling around fingers, rolling your wrists, maybe rocking your head from side to side, letting things come back to right here. And then allowing your body to settle. You can blink your eyes open and then reach your arms out to the sides and all the way up towards the ceiling. Interlace your fingers above your head and press your palms up towards the ceiling above, feeling the heart lift, feeling maybe your gaze lift a little bit. And then start to press the palms forward, rounding your back, keeping that interlace as everything comes and folds in. Lift back up towards center, reaching high, and then start to bend off to the left side, breathing into your right lung, and release your left fingertips down to the earth to your side. Finding that support from the ground to help to open the right side a little bit more, bringing your right shoulder back to help to open throughout the whole right side. And take a full breath in here. And on the exhale, bring your right hand to your left knee, coming to a twist. Slide your left fingertips up and behind your back and start to look off over your left shoulder, feeling that rotation start at the hips and move all the way up through the crown of your head. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then inhale, bring your arms back up towards the ceiling, reaching high. Interlace your fingers once again, press your palms up. And then round your shoulders, press the palms out, folding and curling in. Lift back up towards the sky. And then start to bend off to your right side, opening up through the left. And release your right fingertips down, feeling the support from the earth to help to open and breathe a little bit more into the left side of the body. Take a full breath in. On the exhale, left hand to your right knee, twist, right fingertips come up behind you, sit down into the earth to rise and open and revolve from there. Taking a full breath in and a full breath out. And then bring your arms up to the sky once again. Interlace your fingers, press the palms high. Round your shoulders, folding in. Come back up and then release your fingers and bring them to the space out in front of you, rolling into a tabletop. Finding your hands and knees, working shoulders above the wrists and hips above the knees. And once you have that stack, start to roll around your spine a little bit, finding some cat pose, finding some cow, moving and breathing and connecting. Finding your fullest breaths in and fullest breaths out. And then find your center tabletop once again, pulling the navel up gently, reaching the heart still out, pressing down through the palms, and then reach your right leg back behind you. Lift the foot up off the ground, bend your knee, and find a few hip circles in one direction. Rotating to find some movement of that right hip joint. And then move around in the second direction to find a little more awareness of the hip. And then reach your right leg long back behind you and extend your left fingertips forward so you're reaching opposite hand and opposite foot apart. Take a full breath in, stretching nice and long. Exhale, elbow and knee connect underneath your belly. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, connect in. One more time, reach it long. Connect everything together, hold here, elbow and knee together. And then extend nice and long, keep them reaching apart, and then bend your right knee so the right sole of the foot reaches up towards the ceiling, and bring your left hand back to grab a hold of that right foot. Kick into your foot with your hand and reach your heart higher up towards the space in front of you. Hold here for a full breath in and a full breath out. And then release your arm and leg back long, left palm to the earth, and then reach your right toes back to the back left corner of your mat and look over your left shoulder, finding a side bend throughout your right side. Feeling your breath move up and down the right, finding the space and the openness and the fullness of that side of the body. And take one more full breath in and a full breath out. And then slide your right knee behind the left knee and work the knees more so to the center of your mat so you find an equilateral triangle between your palms and your knees. So you're finding this connection of the legs to create that combined leg. And then we'll work the connection of the arms as well. So find an interlace of the fingers and press the palms to the earth and make sure that the wrists stay in line with the shoulders up above. And then start to find a few circles of your hips in one direction, rotating and revolving and finding movement of both hips as a single unit. And then start to switch in the second direction, rotating and moving around that second direction. Settling your hips then, keep your palms pressing down to the earth. Release the right knee and start to extend the right knee out to the right side, extending your leg, hovering the foot, and then place the sole of your right foot down to the outside of your mat. And then root down into the left knee and the right foot as you lift the torso up, pressing your palms up, still keeping with that interlaced hand. Pressing the palms up and then start to bend off to the right side, opening across the left lung. And then release your right fingertips down to your extended leg. Left arm continues to reach up and opens. Feeling the breath move up and down the left side of the body as the right leg is supporting you and taking your weight. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then sweep your hands down through center and bring your left fingertips out to the left side of your mat, finding a supported side plank, rooting down through the right foot and reaching up through the right fingertips to extend and open the right side of the body. Full breath in here and a full breath out. And then bring your hands down to the top of your mat. Walk your right foot to the outside of your right hand, coming into a lizard. And you can readjust the left knee if you need to walk it back a little bit. If you have props around you within your space, you can always bring those underneath your hands as well. And from your lizard, start to straighten and bend your right leg, so moving in and out of the hips. You can add some more cat-cow of the body if you want to, moving the spine open and closing it back. Moving the hips together, but finding that separation between the legs. Finding opening in both hips, but finding that change between the right and the left side. Staying lunged in your right knee once you're ready to get there. Keep your left palm down on the earth and then reach your right arm up, finding a twist. Open through the right side, feeling the left palm really connect to the earth to open and extend and breathe a little bit more room into your right side. Reach your right bicep by your right ear, extending through the right side a little bit more. And then release your right fingertips down to the outside of your right foot. Heel toe the right foot in towards center. Tuck your left toes, lift your knee, and step your left foot forward, finding a forward fold at the top of your mat. Find a distance of 2 fists in between your feet, and then connect opposite hand to opposite elbow in a ragdoll, finding that connection of arms, and then allowing the belly to rest and connect on the thighs as you sway side to side and even move a little bit front to back. Releasing through the spine, finding some decompression right here. Release the fingertips down to the earth. Lift up halfway, reaching the heart forward, tailbone back, and fold yourself right back down and over. Inhale, roll up to stand, rolling your shoulders up towards the ears and down your back. Reaching your arms out to the sides and up towards the ceiling. Interlace your hands here, press the palm up towards the top of the room, and then bend off to the left side, opening through the right lung. Come up through center, bend off to the right side to open the left side of the body. Come back up to center and then keep your fingers interlaced as you bring your palms behind your head and then lay your head back into your hands a little, pressing the hips and the heart forward, finding your openness, finding that reach out of the heart space. Take a full breath in, keeping your hands there, elbows come in closer to your head, bend your knees as you start to fold over. And use the arms as a little bit of a weight to extend the spine and the head open a little bit more, but don't pull on anything. So just let the natural weight add to the gravity that's already being placed here. Release your hands, fingertips come down to the earth. Lift up halfway. Step your right foot back to a lunge. Step your left foot back, coming to a downward facing dog. And to measure here, come forward to a plank pose just for a moment, making sure shoulders are over wrists, heels are above the ball mounts. And then bend your knees as you fold yourself back and up, finding downward dog. And then move yourself a little bit, swaying hips, pedaling feet, dropping one heel down, dropping the other heel down. Your gaze can move under one armpit, under the other. And then hold in your down dog, heels high, bending your knees, feeling the reach of the tailbone up. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Come forward to your plank pose once again. Drop your knees and slowly release your belly down to the earth. Lift up to your fingertips. Widen your hands a little bit further away from you, working to flow through a few cobras. Lifting and lowering, moving opposite shoulder towards opposite wrist, getting out any sort of tension or tightness that is in your upper body. Once you're done here, bringing yourself back to a child's pose, hips to your heels, knees can widen, arms reach out in front. Resting the forehead down, resting the hips down, and maybe sway your hips from side to side. Forehead can rock from side to side. And from your child's pose, return to your tabletop, lifting your hips up. Taking that stack of shoulders over wrists once again, hips over the knees once again, and find a few rounds of cat-cow to refresh and to re-bring yourself back to the center right here. Finding your neutral tabletop as you're ready, navel hugs up into the spine, heart still reaches out, and then reach your left leg back behind you. Hovering your left foot, bend your knee and find a few rounds of circles in one direction here. Working this left hip as an individual side. And then switch the second directions of your hip, moving those circles the other way. Settling your left hip, reach your left leg long back behind you, and then reach your right arm forward, finding the reach of opposite hand to opposite foot. Take a full breath in, stretch longer. Exhale, elbow and knee connect right at the center underneath. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, elbow and knee together. One more time, lengthen. Bring everything in. And then extend nice and long. Keep everything hovered. Bend your left knee and reach your right hand back to hold on to your toes of your foot. And then kick your foot into your hand as you reach the heart open a little bit more towards the front. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Release your foot, reach back nice and long, right palm to the earth, and then stretch your left toes to the back right corner of your mat, trying to press evenly across all 5 toes to keep that left hip up in line with the right. Finding full breaths in and out of the left side of the body. Sliding then your left knee behind your right knee. Bring your knees more so to the center of your mat. And then work the interlace of your fingers, once again pressing the palms to the earth. And see if you can switch the crossing of the fingers. And then making sure that wrists are still in line with the shoulders up above. Start to roll circles of your hips in one direction. And then revolve around the second direction, moving around that second way. Settle your hips. Press your palms firmly down into the earth. Reach your left knee back up. Open it out to the left side, extending through the leg. Keep it at a hover. And then place your left foot down to the earth. Balancing on the right knee and left foot. Lift the torso up. Palms reach up towards the ceiling, opening up. And then start to bend off to the left side, holding at a hover. And then releasing the left fingertips down to the left leg, extending open through the right side with that support underneath. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Sweep your fingertips through center and then bring your right hand off to the right side, finding a supported plank pose. Still root down into the left foot as you extend open and reach to the left side of the body. Full breaths in and full breaths out. Bring your hands to the top of your mat. Bring your left foot to the outside of your left hand, working into your lizard on your second side, readjusting your right knee if needed, adding props if you have them within your space. And then begin that movement of straightening and bending your left leg, moving in and out of the hips, moving into the spine a little bit more if you want to add those cat-cow movements there. Stay in your front knee. Place your right palm down onto the earth and twist your left arm up to the sky. Reaching and opening, still supporting with your right hand underneath you, but find the lightness that comes from the connection below. Reach your left arm next to the left ear, opening across the left side. And then sweep your left fingertips to the outside of your left foot. Heel to the left foot in towards center. Tuck your right toes, lift your back knee. Step your right foot forward, top of the mat. Find your measure of your 2 fists in between your feet. Ragdolling then, as you're ready, opposite hand to elbow. Hands can stay connected to ankles and toes as well as you sway a little bit side to side and front to back. Releasing your fingers once again, lift up halfway, tailbone back, heart long, and fold yourself back down. Slowly rise, stacking your body up tall, rolling your shoulders up to the ears and down your back. Extend your arms out to the sides and up towards the sky. Interlace your palms up above your head. Reach your heart open. Bend off to your right side, opening along the left side of the body. Come up through center and then bend off to the left side, opening your right. Come back up tall and then keep your hands interlaced. Bring your palms behind your head and then lean back, elbows wide as the heart lifts up. Working your elbows a little closer to your head, bend your knees and fold yourself down, being gentle with the extra weight on your head, releasing and decompressing the back, lengthening out the spine. And then release your fingertips to the earth, lift up halfway. Step your left foot back to a lunge, plant your palms, downward facing dog, right foot back. And then measure yourself, come back to your plank pose, shoulders over wrists, heels over ball mounts. And then fold your hips back and up, downward facing dog, and find more movement here, swaying your hips, rocking your head. Connecting to your right side, connecting to your left side. And then staying right at the middle, heels high, bending your knees as the tailbone reaches up. Stay for a full breath in and a full breath out. Come forward to your plank pose. Drop your knees, slowly lower onto the belly. Finding a few more rounds of cobras, you can keep your hands close to you or walk them further apart. Lifting and lowering the spine, opposite shoulder towards opposite wrist once again. Releasing your belly back down to the earth. Palms next to the shoulders, child's pose, meeting back, knees wide, toes together, forehead rests down. And then bring your arms along the sides of your body, connecting hands to feet, feeling whole, feeling connected, feeling complete, both within and finding more connection to the world and the globe around us. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Thank you for joining me, and namaste.